Again, for the second time, I'm breaking my October rule, and I watch a horror movie outside of October. Because last time I blamed it on my girlfriend. She said that, what movie was it? The one that you said was really good?
The Lady in the Water.
The Woman in the Yard.
That one was good.
That was good. I expected a little more, but...
Better than what you took me to today.
Yeah. That's a masterpiece compared to this. I've heard people compare it to From Dusk Till Dawn. And, yep, it has a lot of parts that are exactly like From Dusk Till Dawn. But From Dusk Till Dawn did it a lot better. Way better. One thing that I like about From Dusk Till Dawn is how they introduced the vampire. Towards the very end, you never expect it. It comes out of nowhere, out of left field. This one is a little more gradual, and it's not as shocking. So they're chasing this guy, right? The Native American hunters.
Well, first it starts off with them coming back.
So yeah, they're coming back home after
living in Chicago,
working for Al Capone. And you think Al Capone really worked with black people?
I don't know. They said that, we thought you guys were out there working with Al Capone. They never said that they did.
They thought, huh? It was like something that the town thought.
Yeah.
I really doubt it. Directly with Al Capone? No, maybe his associates, somebody who knows Al Capone.
All they said was, you guys hit the casinos. Yeah, we hit them, but not the way you think. That's how they made their money.
They robbed the casino.
They never said.
I thought they were bootleggers.
No.
They're straight bank like robbers.
Something like to that. That's what I understood.
You're right. I did catch that part, but I didn't really understand what he meant by that. That's how they made it. So what's up with all the liquor? Where did they get that from?
They bought it to sell it for their club.
That's it. That's why I thought they were bootleggers, because they had so much liquor or beer, whatever it was.
Like, because right there, people were drinking like corn whiskey or moonshine or whatever. They didn't have beer. That's why the drunk guy was like, "Is this real Irish beer?"
Yeah, you know what? I didn't think about that, because beer is harder to make than liquor.
Mm-hmm.
So that must have been very rare to have. Yeah, okay.
That's how he convinced him to go.
Yeah, because he was an alcoholic, but he never had he hadn't had a beer in a long time, right? Yeah, okay. They kind of trick you too, because at the beginning, when that dude goes into church with a broken guitar, the singer, it looks scary, like, oh my god, it's gonna go down, like, for real, and it turned out to be crap. Hey, could you look up if there's Asians in Mississippi in the 1930s? Okay, now another big problem I had with it is that anytime a vampire would kill someone, especially the first one, they were like KKK members, right? The wife and the guy. It was a big old bloodbath. When the vampire, the leader, I guess, the Irish guy, right? He like Irish. When he gets to the barn or to the juke joint, he has no blood on his clothes. Did you see that?
Mm-hmm.
What's up with that? He went to the cleaners and cleaned it, and then he went.
I guess maybe it dried up because they
blood really.
They I don't know.
Nah, big old blood, but you don't get rid of it that easy. I was like, what the hell happened to the blood? And it happened when I remember twice, because when the twin Michael J. Jordan. What's his name? Michael B. Jordan.
Mm-hmm.
When he gets his twin gets bitten, there's a big old bloodbath. So why is there blood there, but not? Oh, the white girl.
The wife.
The white girl with the white dress.
The girl. The girl that he ends up with.
The girl that bit the twin.
Yeah.
Smoke or Stag. I don't know which one it was. She made a big old bloodbath too.
Mm-hmm.
But then later on, her clothes is clean, right? Her clothes, I think.
I don't remember.
I think so. But definitely, the guy who went outside to go pee and poop. Remember that guy?
Yeah.
He got bitten, right? And when he came back, his clothes was all clean.
Yeah, that one was.
Look at that. See? Now, I want to know if there's Asians.
It said, yes, there were Chinese individuals in the southern United States during the 1930s, particularly in the Mississippi Delta and parts of Texas. While the Chinese population in the South was relatively small compared to other regions, they established communities, particularly in towns and cities, and played a role in the local economy as merchants and laborers.
Oh, so they were merchants, yeah. But My suspicion is that they had him in that movie in order to sell an all black cast, a black movie in China, because they won't go watch a movie if it's all just all black people. They really won't. The vampire eyes, the red and blue. I don't know this guy who made the movie or wrote it. He's obsessed with blue and red. They don't explain why some have blue eyes and some got red. They don't explain it.
Well, I said that comment when they were wearing the hats.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The eyes are red and blue. The clothing is red and blue. And they had actual Bloods and Crips.
Maybe to identify that they
during
were
that
twins.
musical sequence, remember?
Yeah.
They were showing a few of them. Like, what the hell?
For the colors, maybe because they wanted to identify them as separate. I don't know.
Maybe, or subliminally, the American flag. Nah, hell no.
No.
Okay.
Why would it be the American flag?
Because it's red and blue.
And where's white?
White people? No, I don't know. Oh man, the weird musical sequence. I liked it though. How they showed how they started with blues, then it went to rock or funk, whatever it was, and then hip hop, and then the last one was like whatever they do now.
But I think that montage was more to understand that how music like spread, like and changed with time.
Yeah.
And it's still it's like he said, music is good and can bring, like in the beginning of the movie, it explains music is a good thing and it brings happiness and people get together and stuff, but it also brings evil. So you saw the girl twerking in the middle of
you think that was a part of the evil?
I think that's like a lot. It brings bad influences, basically, not evil into that, but there's certain ways people will interpret it, and it's the sinners. They're sinning. They're being provocative, because of that music. So I didn't really mind that one. That one made sense.
I liked it, but I don't think it belonged in that movie. It's a vampire movie. What the hell?
But it's a sinner movie. It's not a vampire movie.
It's a what movie?
It's a sinner movie.
Oh yeah, okay.
Because everybody that turned into a vampire turned into a vampire because they were technically sinning.
Yeah, but the musical part, to me, they were looking at it as something totally positive. You're saying that the twerking part was like, oh look.
No. I'm saying no. In the beginning of the movie, they explained this is why I think it's more like it's also touches on being like a musical, because music can either be interpreted as it's bringing people together and you're having fun, but also very sinful, very seductive, very provocative. Like I said, all of us, that's when you saw the rap and the hip hop. Different eras were taking, like the blues. Blues was at the beginning, the blues and jazz and all of that. That was like a no. Like that's shit.
Oh yeah.
You can't dance like that. You can't do this.
Yeah.
And all of that evolved into now, like the way they dance now, like, la lambada at some point, the twerking, all of that was very provocative and seductive, and that's sinning.
So no matter what, it's a sin.
It's a sin.
Yeah.
According to, faith and religion and stuff. It's why the father warned his son, this music will bring evil too. Mm-hmm. And he was exposed to that because of music.
No, he told him, like, you keep dancing with the devil and one day's going to follow you home.
Yeah, it's going to follow you home. And it did.
It did. I like the blues singer, the guy with the guitar.
Yeah.
He was good.
What is it? Sammy? The preacher son or something? What is his name?
Preacher's son. That's his name?
No, that was his nickname. Preacher's son? Or preacher boy? Something like that.
Something like that, yeah. He was cool. But I don't know if you were asleep at this point, but they had a lot of I call it unnecessary sex scenes. When he was making out with the lady who I thought it was his auntie or mother or something. I don't know.
Oh yeah.
She looked older, like, and they started getting it on. Like, what the like? I don't think it was really necessary. It didn't do anything. That was dumb. And then who else had sex? The white girl with the twin, right? Yeah, you can skip that. You don't need that.
But like I said, the movie's called Sinners. They're sinning. Sinner. That's what.
That's why that girl who was married went over there. She was saying they're all sinners, huh? Oh, okay, I get it now.
And that's why they turned into vampires, because it's like you said, like the dad told the son and the preacher told the son. So that's what he's saying. You're pushing it, like you're you're going into something that you're not gonna.
Hell yeah.
You're not gonna understand.
The singing vampires. You can't say you like that.
The one when they all got together.
Yeah, when they're outside and they're going in a little circle and
Yeah, what were they singing though? I don't understand what they were singing.
One of them was river dancing. What the hell? Yeah, I don't even know what they were singing about. What was that about?
I don't know.
That was you know what? This movie, it could be called a musical. It is a musical.
Yeah, they were.
I can see it being like a stage play, whatever you call that.
Yeah,
I can see that. Yeah, that was so dumb. The singing, like singing vampires. I've never seen that.
To me, the reference to Twilight was all of a sudden you have a bounty hunter, native bounty hunter looking for the vampire.
Yeah, for the vampire.
And then they never come back into the movie.
Someone said it before I watched it. Somebody said they want to know more about them, and that's true. I want to know more about them. Like because they know about the vampires. Yeah, just like Twilight, because they knew about the vampires, right? Mm-hmm. Nobody else knew, but they knew because for years they've been like enemies or whatever.
Yeah, but because they also had they were able to transform into wolves.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah,
but it was pretty random that
it was random as hell. Like they showed up and then they disappeared.
But I think it was just a way to explain that he wasn't a regular person, that he was something different. Because he says he's not what you think he is.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah. I don't. Yeah, I still don't like the way they introduced the vampires in this movie. Why the were they drooling? What is that about? Saw that?
Yeah.
It looked like thick ass like.
I think that was to identify that they were already vampires.
That's kind of dumb. Yeah. Drooling vampires. That's what it is, huh? Like no, you know what? They only did that when they were like really thirsty. Or they really wanted some blood. They were like,
maybe
they were ready to eat. Why they run away?
Oh yeah.
They kill someone, they bite them, and they turn them into a vampire, and they run away outside. I've never seen that before. It's usually the other way around. They want to get inside, and then people inside the building or house or whatever, they're trying to fight them off and whatever. But once they're inside, they don't run. They don't run away. Man, come on. The stupid ass subplot with the KKK. You say you liked it. You like the fact that.
No, I like the ending part that I told you.
But that's what I'm saying. Like even that to me was like unnecessary. Like what the hell? If they were planning to kill them and take the property and their money and all that, right? That was the whole thing they were going to do no matter what. Why not just do it as soon as they got into town?
Because then we would have never had a movie.
I know. But they gotta, as far as writing goes, you gotta figure out a way to.
And then you had to figure out a way to actually kill off Michael B. Jordan's character.
That's what I'm saying.
Because that's how he went back to his family.
No, I know, but at the end, all the Ku Klux Klan guys, they all ambushed. They were gonna ambush him.
They were trying to.
But they could have ambushed him as soon as they got into town, easily. Mm-hmm. I'm telling you.
They didn't want to get caught as KKK.
But you're right. It wouldn't be a movie had they did that. Oh yeah, and none of them. How many were there? Like 20 of KKKs?
No, not that 20.
How many?
Not that many.
Like
but
what?
It was a significant amount.
10, 15?
Yeah.
And none of them could shoot. I know he had a Tommy gun and all that, the twin Michael B. Jordan, but come on, baby, like for real. Now he got hit once, huh?
Yeah.
Only once. Yeah, but he in real life he would have got his ass lit up. No way. All those guns, even if he had the big ass Tommy gun, no way. Yep. So that's my review. I don't like it. It was overhyped. I really expected something totally different, man. Mind blowing. And we watched it on Screen X, and I gotta just say that my very first time watching a movie on Screen X, and it sucked because they don't even have it on the whole time. It comes on for a few minutes every half an hour, right?
Yeah.
What the hell was the point? Paying double the price for your ticket, and all you get is a little bit of a stretchy screen. I would have liked it if they kept it on the whole time. Just keep it on, man.
I would say so, but.
Oh, you don't think you would have liked it if it was on the whole time?
No, I would have, but I don't know. I don't know what it entails to do that.
Yeah, for some reason they do it sometimes they don't. But yeah, that's my 2 cents.
Peace out.